Daniel, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. How about you?
Okay, dude, listen. It's kind of low. I mean, the volume on yours is kind of low, but that's cool. All right, I want to introduce these two cool cats, Daniel and Omar. Right, Omar?
Yeah.
See, listen to Omar's. Daniel, where are you calling from? A can? Is it like a little can or something? You got a. What are you calling from, man?
No, I'm sorry. I'm calling from my car. So that's why the volume is so crappy right now.
Okay, it sounds good.
Talk at the doctor. That's why.
I know. Wait a minute. How can you drive when you just came back from the eye doctor? Is that dangerous or what? How are you able to drive?
I live on the edge every day. So that's why.
You do.
So I just got something stuck in the eye, and the doctor just had me to remove it. But I can drive, so don't worry. I'm always safe.
You got something stuck in your eye? Oh man, you are crazy, man. You do live on the edge. Okay, listen. So let me get the audience caught up. Excuse me. What's going on here? I'm moving to Mexico. No, I'm not moving to Mexico. I'm just joking. Okay, so what's going on is
Visit to Mexico.
Dude, I love Mexico. Okay, okay. So here's the deal. About a week and a half ago, I was getting ready to go to Oregon on one of my other paintball trips, and a fan of mine in Mexico sent me a post, and it had my picture on the poster. And I said, "Wow, look, I'm going to be going to an event I don't know about." And so I PM'd the promoter, and I said, "Hey, is Reaper going to be at this event?" And the promoter said, "No, we like him. He's a big hero of ours in Mexico, and that he promotes the sport. So we're using his image." And I said, "But you didn't ask me." So then I said, "Hey, if you want me to go, maybe you should call GI." So a half an hour later, I get a phone call from GI, and they said, "Hey, would you like to go to Mexico?" And I said, "Would I? Of course I would. Yeah, let's do this." So then now the poster became official, and they put another poster up saying "Confirmed Reaper," and bada bing, bada boom, here we are. We're putting our full-scale promotional package behind it, and yep, we're going to be there. Who else is going to be there? Wolf is going to be there. He's one of the generals, actually. So it's going to be Wolf and I, and about 1,000 Mexicans. 1,000 Mexicans. Can you believe? No, it could be up to 1,000. They've had some huge big games. They've got some amazing pre-numbers, and they've got. I mean, believe me, there's a lot of people coming from all over Mexico, and Mexico is a big place to go to this event. This is kind of like their big premier event. They've got the two big celebrities, Reaper and Wolf, coming in, so that's bringing even more people in. And they've got a huge 3-day event. We've got even like MagFig mini games. I'm going to be doing my own pistol challenge on Saturday. We got the big game on Sunday. This is going to be crazy. And this is crazy for me because usually I get like a couple months to prepare and promote, and it didn't happen. So I just like slammed on the gas and then we are in promotion mode. So I'm very excited about this. The response has been amazing. These Mexican players are so enthusiastic about they call it gotcha. I'll tell you why in a second. But they're so enthusiastic about their gotcha, about their country, and about Guadalajara, and about the paintball scene. They're very enthusiastic, and they've been very, very warm, hospitable, and receptive to me, PMing me, "Thank you very much for coming. We're looking forward to having you, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, wow, I wish all of my events were like this. This is fantastic. But I'm very excited. Did I tell you how excited I was? I'm super excited. And we've got an amazing team to help make this work. And one of the cool cats on this team, his name is Daniel. And Daniel is with the Team Sparta. Sparta! Anyway,
Yeah,
Daniel,
that's right.
Daniel is going to be my personal assistant, my driver my interpreter, my official food taster. So if the food's been poisoned, he'll die first, not me. I can't afford to die. Yes, because when you die, you wake up and you're dead. Hey, speaking of dead, this is the Battle of the Dead. This is what this thing is called. So listen, I'm really excited about what's going on. I'm very happy that they're really actually going out of their way to make sure that Wolf and I are well taken care of. And this guy here, he's going to be picking us up from the airport. He's going to be making sure that we're on time. He's going to be my personal guide. Daniel, how are you, my friend?
I'm very good. Thank you for all the introduction. I feel like actually like a star with all that.
You are. Dude, you were in Wolf's video. Dude, you were in Wolf's video. How much more of a star can you be? There you go, dude. Come on.
I really appreciate that. And yes, if anything you need, I'll be helping you first. The history that you just told about how you get involved in it is amazing. It's true. From our side, we actually use pictures for you for promoting the master events that we are going to have. So we never imagined that you actually were interested in calling here, and we love it. I mean, right now, here, you are a rock star.
Ooh,
everybody's very excited for you coming. Everybody's like, oh my God, is this real? We have never had a promoter like you here in Mexico. We normally do events. Yeah, we normally do events on our own. We make the events in very cool locations. But this is actually going to be the first time that we're going to have promoters like you. I mean, it is very exciting, and it's amazing. We just hope that this is going to be the greatest game ever, and we actually hope you say that there might be a possibility that they have like 1,000 players. We don't know, but we would love to have it. We would love to have a big name like that.
Nice. Listen, I'm super excited, and I can't wait for you to continue to talk about me, because I really love it when people talk about me. I'm just joking. Anyway, listen, Daniel, thank you very much. Being a rock star, that's fantastic. I love it. Okay, but listen, Daniel, Canada, Europe. Now I've been to Canada. This will be my second time to Mexico. I was in March. I was in Cancun promoting at a paintball park as well. But this is the enthusiasm that I like. That when we promote a game or come to a game, and all the players that are just regular players are PMing me and contacting me and saying, "Hey, thank you very much for coming. This is really what makes me extremely happy. It's because these players, like you said, Daniel, you guys, Lewis has these games, the Gotcha paintball game, the Gotcha big games. He has them every so often, and they're always really big, but you guys usually don't have celebrities come out. With this one, it's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be off the hook. And I think that even players that weren't planning on coming have told me they're going to be coming just because of that. So I think it's going to be fantastic, and I'm really connected to what you guys are doing. So I'm all in, my friend. Listen, the minute I get into my Uber to go to LAX, to the minute you take me to the airport, I'm all in. Whatever you need me to do, I'm in. If you want me to do cerveza, if you want me to do tequila, if you want me to do burritos, I don't give a damn. I'm in, and we're going to just have an amazing weekend. So thank you very much again, you guys.
Oh, hell yeah, of course. Here we're very excited about that. As you mentioned, this is very important for us, because it's not only you guys, Wolf and Reaper, that are coming here. For us, it's very important because paintball brands are going to be looking to Mexico as a new market. I mean,
Nice.
we have a lot of players. We play speedball, we play football. Max, it is the thing right here in Mexico, and it is always going up. There are always new players. There are always old players that are very committed to the game, to the sport, and I mean we love the sport. And for you to come here is very important to and also Wolf for the brands to look at us so they can invest in Mexico so we can have better games more often and with more and more players. Here, what we want to do is actually to have an event that will gather all players in Mexico, no matter where you're from. If you're from Sinaloa, if you are from Chiapas, if you're from here from Jalisco, or you're from the Mexico City, it doesn't matter. We just want you to come here, play, have this amazing weekend that you were saying that we're gonna have. That's for sure. The place that the event is gonna be is so cool. It is the Primavera Forest. That is Spring Forest in English. But it is a difficult scenario because you have ups and downs, many trees. I mean, you're going to love it. Just for the scenario that we have, it's going to be an amazing play. Amazing game. So
nice. You know what, Daniel? I did I posted a video of the terrain that somebody walked around and they showed the video of like this thing, like kind of like a foresty mountain kind of situation, and there's a lot of places to hide and ambush people. It looks fantastic. This is the other cool thing, and Daniel was mentioning it as well, is that we have a GI, Titman, we have Dye, we have Valken, we have all these companies coming out, but we need more representation in Mexico. We need it's kind of imbalanced. I mean, if you look at it, in Canada we have Badlands, and they're connected with GI, and everybody does everything over there. When I'm in Europe, it's all over from England from Germany to France to Belgium to Luxembourg, everywhere. But when people think about Mexico, they don't. I saw posting on my Facebook page, and the guy was like, "Do you guys have big games there?" I mean, yes, they do have big games. They have a huge Mexico. Let's not even talk about Mexico. Let's talk about below San Diego all the way to Argentina. Let's go there, okay? The whole Latin American community is gotcha. That's what they do. They love our sport, and they're really big into playing it. So we need to throw some more love over there. You guys, I think I lost Daniel, but we need to throw some more love over there. Okay, that was Omar that left. Okay, we need to throw some more love over there. We need to get you guys to cross the border and go play, whether you're in Texas, to go down into that area, whether you're in California, to go down to Baja and play. There's places to play around there too. We need to get these guys all connected with us, and we need to send more sponsors. Now, I've got all my international sponsors that I'm bringing with me, and then I just got a new one now that said, yeah, he's coming with me. It's Armadillo, and Armadillo is
the ones that do the headsets,
the headbands, right? Yep, and and he's sending me a headband, especially for Mexico, to bring with me. So I'm trying to be the conduit, guys. I'm trying to be the mule. I guess you can call me the mule. I'm trying to get sponsors over into Mexico, so then these Mexican players can say, hey, yeah, I want this, I want that. This is what I'm trying to do, and I think it's working. So a lot of my sponsors are jumping on, and they're saying, listen, we're in. What can we do? What can we give you? I'm going to need to bring another suitcase. That's what I'm telling you. So I think it's going to be fantastic. Daniel, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Daniel, tell us about Gotcha big game or Lewis or the whole package?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the last part?
Tell us about Lewis and Gotcha and the whole big game thing that he does.
Okay. Well, Luis has been a very important person here in Jalisco that is promoting paintball. He has a lot of experience doing these kind of events. He has a small brand that is called La Batalla. So he has like 8 years of experience doing events, very successful events like La Batalla de Puebla, La Batalla de, for example, this one, Dia de Muertos, and so on. There is another one that is called La Batalla Zombie, and they were very popular events in different locations here in Mexico, and they were very, very successful. All the events that I have been, that are organized by Luis, and are guaranteed that they're going to be amazing. And I'm not saying this because he's my friend. I'm saying this as a player. And the proof that I have are the videos that I have been doing from my YouTube channel, Sports Paintball, that I have been posting all the events that I have, not just the ones for Luis, for other organizers here in Mexico. And as Luis has been fantastic. In this event, I think we're going to have something very special because, as you mentioned before, we're going to have the MacFed event on Saturday. It is mainly focused on MacFed. We're going to have this night event for to check a sniper event. If you have a paintball marker that looks like a sniper and you really want to show up that your marker is the most accurate marker in Mexico, well, this is the right place to do it.
Wow.
And it's going to be very, very exciting. We're going to have the next, on Sunday, there's going to be the main event that is going to be open to all kind of markers. And that is going to be where the big fight, the big event is going to take place. And we have several missions already set up. Well, from the basic, the dog guard, capture the flag, to rescue hostages, or to hold down the positions. I mean, it's really, really, really cool. In the team that you're going to be, it is called Paros Calavera, and I'm going to be part of that team as well. I'm supporting Jalisco, and the blue team, it's also it's going to be Wolf there as a general. So we're very excited. We're very excited about having this kind of representation that Jalisco is going to be the orange team, that is Chaps Calavera, and the blue team is going to be like the rest of Mexico and Wolf. So
nice.
it is really important, really cool, and we're honestly looking forward to it.
Nice. Very good. Okay, you mentioned your pages. Let's talk about your social media because you're doing a lot to promote paintball in Mexico and internationally. So let's talk about that. Tell me more about it.
Okay, thank you. First of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about this because, well, I have been playing paintball since 2008 when I arrived here to Guadalajara. And when I started, I actually went to YouTube and see and try to get more information about it. Because here in Mexico, it's not as common as in the U.S. or Canada, of course. So you have to go to the internet and check, like, what is a new marker, how to give maintenance to your marker, and all that kind of stuff. So I realized I actually see your videos. I actually see the videos from Wolf, and it was actually my inspirations to create my channel, my YouTube channel, because that doesn't exist in Mexico. And maybe I'm too daring to say that, but I don't see anyone in Latin America doing it.
Nice.
So I try to do that in order to have someone that teach you how to give maintenance to your Tecma 98 Spanish, or to show you how to play, or have something that represent Mexico and Latin America for paintballers. So I have been doing this from a lot of time. I have like 167 videos. I have like 2.5 million views from all the videos in my channel, and around like 14,000 subscribers.
Whoa!
So it's been a good effort. It's been, and it's not just me. It's my whole team. Oscar Arias, of course, Rafael Sanchez, and all the members of my team have been helping a lot, and it's been quite an adventure. And I all the reviews, all the markers that I have done, all the gameplays were done with my own money. Of course, it's not. It has been amazing. I mean, what you see there is actually me playing. It's actually me doing the reviews, my experience, the things that I try to share to others as a paintball, and I really like it because I have met a lot of people that, oh, you're Daniel from the videos, yeah, oh,
nice.
And people like me, people like to play with us, and it's the kind of experience that I want to have from the sport. That is meeting people, enjoying the sport, and playing paintball with everybody, no matter what kind of paintball style you have. I actually started playing MacFed. I actually have like 2 games only. I'm not very experienced on playing MacFed. I am more experienced with playing Woods and playing Speed a little bit. But I am now trying to explore the MacFed world. And here we have a very amazing and very organized.
I'm here, Daniel. Yeah, we're here. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. I thought I lost you. We have a very, very organized MacFed teams here. That is MacFed Jalisco, and they have rules, and they are very committed, and they go to places like the one that we're gonna be to play paintball that are actually like 30, 40 minutes away from the city, so they can have very good scenarios and plays. They are. I mean, these guys are amazing, and they are very committed, and I have really started to play with them, and I have last game was very enlightening for me because it was really hard to shoot with limited paint and follow the rules, and these guys were really amazing on how they're treating me. So I'm going to post more videos about MacFed in the team and in the YouTube channel, and of course promoting MacFed, Woodsball, Speedball, whatever for Mexico and Latin America, and that has been my experiences in social media. Just I consider myself just another player because I mean that's what I am. And the best thing of this is just meeting people.
Nice. Now listen, I know you consider yourself just another player, but you're going out of your way to help us grow the sport. So there's a big difference between that. Yes, you're a player. I'm just a player too. We're all just players. I got it. But we're trying to go to the next level and actually help promote the sport by actually, I mean, it becomes almost a full-time job. It has with me. I have a computer business. I have a wife and kids, and then I have a paintball world. And when I started playing in 2008, I drank the Kool-Aid, and all of a sudden, bam, you're like thinking about it 24 hours a day. You're like, how can I do this and how can I do that? So I've been very lucky with the path that I've chosen, and I've been able to give back a lot. And I'm very happy with our community and what it's done for me. And paintball helps a lot of people. And you know that, Daniel, that It doesn't matter if you're in Mexico or Canada or Europe. It doesn't matter where you are. It creates a community, a bond. It creates these people come in that maybe you would have not talked with on the street. And now they come in and play with you, and now you're like best friends with these people. So there's something special about our sport, and it's hard to explain that to people unless they've played. So you understand it, though. I mean, it doesn't matter if I'm in Mexico. When I'm going to go to Mexico and these people don't speak English and I don't speak really Spanish, it doesn't matter. We've got paintball is the international language. What do you say?
Right. Oh, totally agree. And I have been in events in Mexico City that it was a big speed band musical event. Now that you say it, I remember seeing a paintball team from Colombia that paid all the expenses just to be here in that event. And for me, it was really amazing because the guys were from another country, and we were able to talk and share experience. And yeah, I have, for example, followers that send me message from Argentina, from Uruguay. Diego, if you're listening to me, I say hi. And I have another friend from Colombia that is Elian, that is a very good fan, and he's always commenting the videos. And I mean, that experience is amazing. And now that, for example, the conversation that we are having right now, you and also the just thinking that what is coming here, it is amazing that how paintball is connecting countries.
Nice.
It is just amazing.
It's fantastic. And listen, you and I are going to stay connected after this event as well, and you're going to get us out there to the Spanish-speaking population so we can promote GI, Tippmann, and the rest of paintball to the rest of the world, and let these people know that they're not neglected or the redheaded stepchild. I don't know if you have that in Spanish, or they're not the the son that we never talk about, or the black sheep of the family. We want them to know that they're just as connected to paintball as everybody else. This is what I want to do. So you're going to help me with that, right?
Of course, whatever you need, I'll be there to help you. And,
Dude,
and yes,
okay.
What you mentioned is very important. Mexico and Latin America is not just a small market. There are a lot of players here that it is amazing how much people you see that is actually playing paintball. So yes, it is a huge market opportunity for the big brands like Tippmann, GI, Die, and all that. Yeah, please start looking to us more. Mexico and Latin America, we are very good market. There's a lot of players there and a lot of paintball leagues for speed, for woods. It is something special going on here in Mexico.
It is. Now listen, I asked all of the teams that were going to be there to give us their logos so we can promote them as well. I didn't realize how many teams are going to be there. Dude, this is crazy. Do you know all these teams?
Yeah, most of them. I was actually really amazed also to see many teams from Aguascalientes, many teams from Morelia, Michoacán, people that I have seen in other big games or that I have been able to chat on over Facebook. They're actually going to be there, and in the WhatsApp group that we have there, I was really excited to see people like Lisa from Sinaloa, that he's the team leader of Rurales from Sinaloa, that is actually coming here. And Sinaloa is like 8 hours away from us. So they will be driving 8 hours just to be here.
Wow, dude, 8 hours? That's amazing.
Yeah. And it's a long trip, and they making the effort to come here. Oh no, I'm really excited to see them again and just to hold hands with them and play side by side. It's really amazing. There is, for example, another team that is called Espartano that is very similar to Sparta. But we're not related, but we have like the same name almost. from Michoacán, and I have been calling the team leader there, and we have never met in person, but I have called him via WhatsApp. It is really something cool that we are actually going to meet at last. So yes, this event is making something really cool to have all the people that I have seen in different big games all together in just one.
Wow.
And I hope to see more teams, because there are people in Tampico or other in other regions that they are not coming for some reasons. I would love to see them here. So if you're listening, please come. This is going to be amazing. It's going to be something really good.
Now I contacted the leader of MS-13, and I invited him to come as well. Is that okay? I'm just joking.
I know some president of some country that I don't want to mention that is not going to be very happy about that. But
oh, you're funny. You're funny. Ay, cabrón. Ay, cabrón. Anyway. No, listen. That's one of the big concerns that a lot of people in America have about traveling to Mexico. They don't want to bring their guns. They don't want to bring anything. They're like, no, at the border, they're going to take all my stuff. People are going to rob me. There's gangs running all over the place. How can you tell Americans, or how can you tell non-Mexicans or non-Latinos from that are not between San Diego and Argentina? How can you tell them that Mexico is a safe place to play?
Well, we have very good natural scenarios. We are very organized in Peru. Maybe we are not very communicative. I mean, like, we don't have the media like you guys. We don't have the sponsor players. We don't have any of sponsor players. What we do have is that we have a brotherhood in paintball here in Mexico. That's for sure. No matter what region you are, or no matter in which game you participate, you're always welcome. And
nice.
For people that comes to other countries, like let's say Canada, USA, that if they want to come here and do and play, please do it. I mean, I know that there is a lot of bad publicity from Mexico, that it might be banned or they might be crying. It is, I mean, there are, of course, but it's not as in the movies. It's not that we are like fighting every day for our lives like you see in the movies, where you see explosions or drug dealers or policemen doing shootouts on the streets. Or it's not like that. I can guarantee you that you come and you see the city and you see how we live, you're gonna say that is total bullshit. But
nice.
I can guarantee you that you're gonna have a very good image of Mexico. Not just Cancun, that is a paradise, of course, but Guadalajara is the second biggest city in Mexico, and it's also the Silicon Valley of Mexico. So it's not just a big city. I mean, it is important. We do a lot of jobs for IT. We do. It is a very touristic city, very important here in Mexico. We have Puerto Vallarta, that is also a resort town on beach that is really, really important, really cool, really beautiful. We have Mazamitla, that is a resort town in the forest, in the mountains. We have Tepalpa. We have Tequila. Tequila is the place, of course, that tequila is born and it's created. It's the only place in the world that you can actually create tequila with the brand. So, I mean, you're going to love this trip. I can guarantee you and Wolf are going to be having so much fun here. And of course, all the people that wants to come here from U.S., it is not that difficult. I mean, it's like going to 20 other countries. We may have different culture or different rules, but it's not as a big deal as going to Canada or going to the U.S.
Listen, I got to tell you something. I got to tell you something. So, okay, I was born in Los Angeles. I was born in Santa Monica. I was born and raised here. And as a kid, I'm talking about from like age, I don't know, 10 or something, we used to go to across the border because it was only 2 hours away. We used to go across the border to Tijuana, hang out. I used to go to those places where women. No, I'm sorry, I was only 10. That didn't happen. Oh, I just made that up. No, but we used to go to all over Mexico every year. It was amazing. When I brought my wife back, we met in Israel in 1987, and we got married in 1988. And the thing is, when I brought my wife back here from Israel, we'd go to we'd drive down to Ensenada, into Rosarita. We'd hang out in Rosarita, and we'd La Bufadora, and we'd eat lobster, and so all my friends growing up around my area were from some part of below San Diego. A lot of girlfriends that I had were all Mexican or something. Dude, I'm going to tell you a story. I was even in a gang for about 2 weeks. It was called the Pee Wee Locos. I was in the gang called the Pee Wee Locos. I'm going to tell you the story. Remind me to tell you the story of how I got into the gang, the Pee Wee Locos. But I'm telling you, I'm in. I love the culture, the people, everything like that. Again, just in March, we were in Cancun. We went for a family event, but of course I had to make it into a paintball thing. So I contacted one of the biggest paintball fields there in Cancun, and the owner came and met me, and then Cancun TV came, and they did an interview with me, and we were able to promote and everything like that. But see, when you leave Cancun, the hotel area, that there's like that little peninsula, and then you get into, the actual area, the town of Cancun, that's like no more touristy. I mean, that is like, you look like you're, it's donkeys and everything like that. And you know what? I fell in love again. I said, this is amazing. And my driver was lost. My driver had no air conditioning, and he had no GPS. And I'm trying to speak to him, tell him where to go. But you know what? It didn't matter. I was like, I didn't feel danger at all. I was like, this is amazing. You could smell the people cooking. Oh, dude, I love Mexico. I'm a big fan of Mexico. And as soon as they put up the wall, I'll be even happier. I'm just joking. I'm just joking about the wall. I hate the wall. Anyway, listen, I'm a big fan.
That's never going to happen. And we, of course, will never pay for that thing.
Okay, you got to pay for it. Come on. I tell you. No, I'm joking. Anyway, listen, I'm a big fan of Mexico. I've been I've been to Acapulco, Cabo, everywhere you can imagine. Mexico City. I've been all over Mexico. And you guys, if you're listening out there, it's safe. It's you can go there. Please try to join us for this big game in Jalisco, Guadalajara, Mexico. Please try to join us for this big game, and because they need our support, not just the Mexican support. They need everybody's support to make this thing work really well. And again, like what Daniel and I are saying, is that we really are trying to go out of our way to spread this thing, to make this thing huge, to let people know there is a paintball scene in Mexico. So Daniel, what's your social media again? How do we find your videos and stuff?
So please look for Sparta Paintball in Facebook, Instagram, and of course the main thing is the YouTube channel, Sparta Paintball. Please subscribe, share the videos, like, please comment. And if you speak Spanish and you like paintball, that's the way to go. Please help us to do Sparta Paintball, the best YouTube channel for Mexico and, of course, for Latin America.
I like it. Now, Daniel, people have asked me about Gotcha. And what I tell them is there's actually a movie made here in America. It was a thriller called Gotcha. And I mean, I guess they didn't know they didn't call it paintball, so they called it gotcha. And it became very big, and that became the name in Latin America for paintball because it means like I gotcha, like I shot you, I gotcha. Am I
Right.
correct on that?
Yes, you're correct. Uh, Gotcha is more like Mexicanized. I mean, many people call the paintballs actually gotchas. Gotchas, when you don't know or when you're beginning to play, you call it gotcha. If you want to go further on and you investigate and maybe you try to play speedball, then people start to call it paintball.
Got
But
it.
the name tree for the sport in Mexico is gotcha.
Got it. I got it. I like it. So you guys listen. As Daniel has been saying, there's a very big paintball scene there, and we are looking. I'm telling you, they've had games up to 800 people. So we're looking at a really big turnout for this one. Again, you guys, it's the November the 16th, 17th, and 18th, and we want you to come. You know, if you want to just hang out, or again, if you want to join me for the pistol event and you don't have a pistol, there's going to be tons of pistols around, and I got a bunch of prizes to give out. If you know, listen, if I shoot you or you shoot me, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get a card, and what we're going to do is everybody's going to get a number, and at the end of that event, we'll do a drawing, and we're going to be giving away some super amazing stuff. So I'm really excited about that. You get a picture with all of us together and the Titman banner. It'll be fantastic. Yeah, and again, I know that Mexico. It's a very machismo state. You know what I'm saying? It's very cowboys and horses and lassos and that kind of But I'm telling you, I'm not a machismo guy. If you know anything about me, I look badass, but I got a big heart and I love to hug and help people out. So I just hope these guys are not going to be disappointed that I'm not going to be going, yo, ese vato, ay cabrón, pinche pendejo. I'm not going to be doing that kind of stuff. I'm just a nice guy.
No. We are. Yeah, that's the misconception that sometimes people have from Mexico. I mean, machismo is not just being like pretending to be badass. We don't see it that way. Machismo is more like. But yeah, in a way, it is like showing you that you're badass and that you're indestructible. But it's something that we want to get away from this because machismo is also it's almost the same as treating the woman bad, and of course we don't like that. I mean, here in Mexico, it's a misconception. It's a very old cultural thing that the new generations are removing. That we actually don't want to see that, and of course of course that we want you to hear you saying bad words like cabrón, puto, chingado, madre, adult, all that. Of course, we're gonna love it, but of course, the more important thing is the big important that you're giving to us. All this time that you are actually talking to me or talking to more people. That for us is more important. That the way that you show us that you care. And that you are actually interested coming here to Mexico, for us is very important because we actually see that you're a good guy, that you like to hang out, that you are not like a diva. That is something that we can relate. That you don't know
me very well. I'm just joking. No. Listen. Yes, as long as you get my caviar correct. I'm sorry, I like the beluga caviar and not the Black Sea caviar. As long as you get my caviar correct and peach snapple, then I won't be a diva on. I'm just joking. Dude, listen, I've slept on the floor. I've slept in hotels where I thought that I was going to be murdered. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's all about the sport and the players. When I go to these events, I love to hang out with them. Whatever we can do, extra experience, I'm in. And so, excuse me, that's what I try to do is to go there and what the way that I look at it is whether it's in Europe or Canada or Mexico, these guys work like 9 to 5 or whatever they work. They work hard and they spent a lot of money to go to this event. And then they're spending, more more money on, on food and whatever else like that. And you want to give them the best time as possible. You want them to come into the event and say, wow, this is amazing. I can't take it anymore. There's just too much stuff going on. This is what I look forward to doing. So anything I can do to be part of that thing, just point me in the right direction. Okay.